Camel Downey.
I'm John Forrest.
Hey, this is Jack Roush.
And you're listening to Nostalgic Radio and Cars.
That's Nostalgic Radio and Cars with the most fascinating and legendary names in motorsports every Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. Thinking about starting your own business? Then you need to listen to the Entrepreneur Opportunity Hour every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. There's nothing more rewarding than starting your own business. Gene and Mr. Dukes will bring you tips and advice from themselves and other entrepreneurs that will help you get started. Have you already started your own business? Then call in and share your story to help other entrepreneurs. That's the Entrepreneur Opportunity Hour every Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Join the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection live from Ferg Sports Bar and Grill every Saturday from noon to 2 as we cover Tampa Bay sports, from the Pee-wees to the preps to the pros, providing a positive perspective in our weekly interviews with NFL alumni and Florida Sports Hall of Fame inductees, as well as collegiate, high school, youth coaches and players, conversations from the clubhouse, as well as entertaining guests weekly. So be sure to have a championship day with the Tampa St. Pete Sports Connection Saturdays from 12 to 2 on the Tan Talk family of stations.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
It's now time for Connecting Caregivers with author, speaker, caregiver advocate, and talk show host Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for caregivers.
All the caregivers around the world today, it's time to lift you up. It's time to celebrate. Good afternoon and welcome to Connecting Caregivers with me, Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregivers with love, laughter, and lessons learned. I've got a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yes.
On the show when you... Who is that? Yes. Oh, Lynn is back.
I'm back.
My best friend, my co-host, and my sidekick, not sidekick, is back from gallivanting.
I am.
Did you have a fabulous time? We haven't had a chance to talk.
I know.
Talk when I picked you up.
But we'll talk after.
Yes,
no, I had a really good time. It's time to come home. 3 weeks is a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not telling the story.
Tell the story. Come on.
Well, you know, they say it's time to come home when you start looking like your passport photo. Which I didn't believe until I was in Buffalo and they said, oh, you can leave your electronics in your bag. We'll send it through. Not a problem. I said, do I need to take off my shoes? He says, not if you're over 75. The nerve.
The nerve. I would have said, yes, I am 75. Just to keep my shoes on.
I would have said I'm pregnant and see what he had to say to that. Because I've been eating a lot. But yeah, I think, but you know, these kids, well, when you're in their 30s, you think anything over 40 is old.
But all your flights were good otherwise?
Yeah, a few challenges, but not terrible. Not terrible.
Mine too. Just when I went to Vegas was one day. We had to go the next day.
Well, you had a problem with Canada too, and that was, and I couldn't fly into Hamilton.
But New York was great. New York was great. And LaGuardia just has a brand new terminal that, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It looks like space age.
Yeah. Well, cool.
And you go and check out everything. So it was really nice. It was really nice. But it is good to be back home.
Yeah, it is. You know, I miss Florida.
Yes.
But I had a fabulous time, and now I'm back to work.
And today I have my friends Stacey and Ashley from In-Home Senior Fitness, and we're going to chat in a little bit. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
So glad you're back. It's been a long time.
Yes. Thanks for having us.
But it's good. Yeah, and you just celebrated your 5-year anniversary too, right?
We did, yeah.
Woohoo! We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want to say is a shout out to our newest listeners. We have Michaela in Tampa. We have Sunshine in Largo. Isn't that a nice name, Sunshine?
Yes.
I like
hippie
that.
Parents.
And and we have Susie in St. Pete. So welcome. I always say there's plenty of room around the Connecting Caregivers table for more listeners, whether you listen to us live or on Facebook or YouTube or my website or wherever you listen. We're just here to try to give you good information that can really help caregivers. And so I'm working on my third book, and my third book is going to be the stories of the caregivers. So I know you guys got stories. So anyone who might be interested in that, please shoot me an email through the website, lindaburhans.com, and we'll chat because your stories are inspiring. And when other caregivers hear your stories, it gives them faith. It gives them confidence. It gives them the push that I can make the next step. You know, we had our caregiver support group the other day, which is virtual. But the stories I just hear at the support group about how someone made a difference, about how someone had a tip or changed something. So One woman said, I really need to have someone to come in to help bathe my mom. And my mom doesn't want nobody in the house. The mom really needs to bathe and she doesn't want to fight with mom. Well, by the time we all talk together at the end of the conversation, what we're telling mom is that the home health aide is working in college to get points to become a nurse, and she needs to go out and do work in the community. So mom, you would really be helping her if you let her come over and give you a bath, and she's going to get points, for college. And the mother's like, the daughter said, I don't know. I don't know. I'll see if I can try it. 2 hours after the support group, she calls me on the telephone. She goes, she's coming over tomorrow. I'm like, yes.
She should have got her a young man. She would have let him bathe her.
Maybe.
I know when Jack had the lady came in, clothes were off in no time. For me, no.
Hey, just as long as somebody's bathing them.
Yes.
That's, I went through, I was in New York this weekend with my brother. My brother has Parkinson's, challenging as hell. God always puts me back there to go, Linda, you know what the caregivers are going through. And it is challenging. And, my sisters and I thought that we could cajole him to do certain things that we thought he should do, but no. So, it's tough. It's difficult when you're dealing with someone. It's difficult when you just think they should do it this way, or they should do it this fast, or they should do what I said. They're going to do what they got to do. And you have to figure out what your dance is. What is your dance in this, and how you can make that dance work for the both of you. So, ladies, let's talk about in-home senior fitness, because I think that's a good dance for people. Because I always tell all of my caregivers, if you rest, you rust, and you need to move to lube.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, please. I totally believe it. I go to Curves. I was going 3 mornings a week. Now I'm going 5 mornings a week.
That's why you look so fabulous.
But it's just moving. It's just getting there. And every morning I don't want to go. But once I get there, I'm just fine. And I see there are some ladies in there that are, because, Curves is the old ladies' gym, whatever. But who cares? They're there. Yeah, it's funny. There's like 14 women that work out together, and I think 8 of us, our name is Linda. So, but, they're moving. And not just they're moving, they're also socializing at the same time. So tell us a little bit about in-home senior fitness, how it started.
Sure. So Ashley and I'm a physical therapist assistant. Ashley's an occupational therapist assistant. And we work together for a facility that encompassed home health, skilled nursing, outpatient therapy. We saw a kind of a lack in the availability for therapy once insurance was cut off. So, right. Our patients are only getting so much via their insurance. And once their insurance stopped, a lot of them would go back to their sedentary routines. Yep. They're not moving. And we would see them have another fall or injury and come back through the system all over again. So a lot of our patients were asking us, well, why can't I, see you privately? Why can't you keep working with me? And so Ashley and I decided, well, why can't we? We really? Looked into it, did our research, and got our personal training certificates, and together created In-Home Senior Fitness, where we, come into the home, work with seniors, bring our equipment, and it's very personalized. So since we don't go through insurance, we don't have restrictions. Our clients can use us as often as they want, and really choose what we want to work on with them too. We can do a holistic approach, which is a little bit different than how we would if we were using a regular therapy license. So we just hit our 5-year mark.
Yay!
And things are going well. So, that's how we started. We worked together for years before, and we're still working together.
So who's your typical client? Is the person that, I've been getting some therapy now and my insurance ran out? Or is it the caregiver that calls and says, I need to get mom moving?
Yeah, definitely both. Definitely have a big variety. We see a lot of clients that are the children see the problem. They want to work on preventative things so that mom and dad can stay home or wherever they're at and not have to maybe, necessarily go into a nursing home. Especially with COVID, we've had a big ramp up in business because of that. They're just kind of, like she said, living sedentary lives, right. And, it's time to get moving again. And then on the contrary, we can see anyone that's had a recent illness, injury, surgery. We see a lot of, common senior diagnoses like Parkinson's, strokes, and dementia as well.
Yeah.
So huge variety, which is really nice because it's not the same thing every day.
Yeah.
We're driving to one house and it's maybe a Parkinson's, a little bit challenging. And then the next one is a little more fun, general fitness, and we can get on the floor with them and work out with them.
Yeah. So give me an example. So you come over my house
Mm-hmm.
and I just want you to get mom moving.
Okay. So before any session, we do check vital signs. So we check blood pressure, heart rate, and oxygen. Make sure you're good and healthy to start that day. Yeah.
We don't want mom on the floor.
Right. So we want to make sure we're safe first. And then we'll start with a warm up, and it's very individualized. So, we're not doing the same thing with everybody.
And probably some people, you're just doing an exercise with them while they're in a chair.
Yeah. Some of them. Yes.
But
Yeah.
your goal is to get them out of the chair.
Yes, absolutely. If that's, feasible.
And so do you encourage them to do walking? Do you encourage them to do other exercises? Like when you're not there, would you set up like a routine or something with them?
Absolutely. Yes. That's a big thing that we promote is the home exercise programs that we can give. Cause it's up to them. So if they want us to come just once, twice, 3 times a week, it's important that they do it on their own as well, which not everyone is good at. So,
right.
But yeah, I know Stacey covers Pinellas County. So there's a lot more options with like walking on the beach and, a lot of the clients like that.
And where do you cover?
More Hillsborough. We cover 5 counties and we're actually growing. But yeah, a little less beach activity.
Well, it's nice in Pinellas too. We have all those Moby mats going in on the beach.
Yeah, I love that.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yes, so many of my clients have been able to go out to the beach for the first time, even just on their wheelchair.
Yeah.
That they never thought they would be able to. So that's been really great. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Jody Armstrong, she was on the show a couple of weeks ago. She's like the spearhead for that.
Yeah.
And it's like so exciting when you just see, somebody have that opportunity because sometimes people want to go out with the mobility issue.
Right. I have a client that was her only goal when I first met her. And I met her 5 years ago. Her goal was to walk on the beach. And we met that goal after a few months. And now she's progressed to other goals. I'm still seeing her actually, 5 years later. And so our goals have changed and gotten a lot more higher level, but she's still walking on the beach now. And it's just a joy to see her,
Wow.
grow like that.
So I have mom at home and she's not getting out of the chair. I'm just home with her, just me and her. How can I encourage her? What can I maybe even just start with her myself at home?
Sure. So just any activity that she enjoys, especially if it's a client who may have cognitive issues, dementia, whatnot. We do specialize in that. We aren't wanting to just hand them a weight and say, lift, do this. That's not something they recognize. It's not natural to them. And so, if you can find something that they can identify with, standing up, folding laundry, a lot of our elderly clients were caretakers and, stayed in the home or were homemakers. And so anything, just going out and taking a walk and, going picking flowers, something small to get them to move. And help promote even further movement, as they get comfortable with moving just a little bit.
Yeah. Hide the chairs.
Yeah.
Something we like to do is standing, work on a puzzle, or even just dancing. Listening to music is, has been proven to be highly beneficial as well.
Yeah.
So anything that you can help identify with, and then also, we do come in and give recommendations on just a home exercise program that you could be working on with them. So it would be definitely more like specialized. Would have to do an assessment, but that's something that we can easily print off a exercise program and do that with you, educate you, and at least get them doing something.
Yeah. How do you like coax them?
So actually,
some of them you probably get some stubborn ones.
Right. So
It's good they're very cute. That helps.
For the men client.
Yeah. So we have found that actually sometimes our clients are more receptive to a stranger coming in, like us.
Yeah.
Coming in with a bubbly personality, a positive attitude, and just being really encouraging. A lot of times they don't want to continue exercising for a loved one or their family members that have been asking them to do this daily. Whenever they are able to perform for someone they don't know and they see some enjoyment coming out of that, a lot of times it's just the change in personnel coming in for them is, you know, a really big difference.
Well, I say to caregivers all the time, you may think you're the bomb caregiver and only you can do it like you do it. Many times your loved one is saying under their breath, could you please go away for a little while and send somebody else in here?
I'm sure, yes.
Because it's tough. And
Yeah.
and as good a caregiver you are, you getting a little naggy.
Yeah, and you don't realize it. I remember when I came back, because I'd gone to my niece's wedding, my husband said, "Oh, you're much nicer now."
Because you had a break.
Yeah, I
You
felt
had
terrible.
a break. And if you girls can come into the house and something that's really been irritating me that mom's not getting out of the chair, that like and help with that just doesn't help just them, it helps me too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to make my loved one stronger. And then there's going to be less chance of them falling. I mean, you must see that all the time with falls.
Yeah. So, well, going back to what we were just talking about, it's funny because I'm seeing the other side now because my mother-in-law was just diagnosed with dementia. So she's moving here from Michigan, and my husband and I will be the caregivers. And
you do live my YouTube channel.
yes, I will
Is she
be
living with you?
tuning in. No, she'll be living in an independent living, but I'm sure we'll
Okay.
be there
A lot.
You know, a lot. But it's funny because I'm so used to being the person that they listen to and they like to see, and now I'm realizing, oh wait, I may have to actually ask for help and
Exactly.
get new people in
Yeah.
because she does great when it's someone new. So it's
Yeah.
really interesting seeing the flip side.
She's young.
She's only 74. Yeah.
Wow.
Older than me.
Not much.
No, not much.
No, but it's up to us to try to keep as active as we can in our life because it's it's proven that everything's going to be better. Have you seen a lot of falls in seniors and then they bring you in after that?
Definitely, yes. So we do a lot of balance training, fall prevention. With our therapy backgrounds, we have a lot of extensive knowledge and experience with how to make the home safer. Obviously, the simple things like removing the throw rugs and
Extension cords.
Yes, and
Pets.
I was going to say, sadly, sometimes those, have to go.
It can
but-
be dangerous.
Yeah.
Or they just need to go in the other room certain
Right,
times or
right.
whatever because as much as you love them, they can really make you fall.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. So,
So no pets for you.
not yet because I'm traveling too much. When I get older, though, I'm going to get a pet because I'll have to walk the dog. And I think that's a good thing. My granddaughter said to me,
Yeah, but can you bend over to pick up what you have to?
well, they have all these new things these
Oh, that's
days.
true. That's true. I can see you with the can thing.
Oh, please. Well, my granddaughter said to me a couple of months ago, she goes, my husband and I have been talking, Grandma, and you can't stay living in that townhouse when you get older. I'm like, what are you talking about? They go, you have to go up and down the stairs. I said, I bought that place because me going up and down the stairs keeps me alive. That is good for me. I said, when the time comes that I can't go up and down the stairs, you're going to give me one of them little scooter chairs that goes up and down the stairs. I mean, really, we have so many options today.
There are so many options, right?
So do you do like a home assessment too, like on their living area when you go in there?
Absolutely. Usually that's what we would entail into the first session. We do the, health history and all of that. And we're looking around, we have them walk if they can. And, we'll give little comments. And sometimes we have to tell the children because, people are set in their ways. Yeah. People love their rugs.
They do.
I know. Just hang them on the wall.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can keep it just hanging on the wall.
When I was in Canada, my cousins, I'm the oldest, but they're like right behind me. Well, Debbie's 5 years younger. And they were impressed because I could get off of a beach chair.
Well, you know what?
They can get up from the
I've
ground.
noticed recently when I go to the beach, I want the higher chair. It is easier to get up.
No, so I just kept doing it, showing
white
off.
guy.
Because I had to
Good for
sit
you.
in the tall ones. I'm just very lucky, I guess, that I can get off the
Because you
ground
exercise, right? You exercise every day. She exercises at home and she does it
every day.
every day.
Even when I was away, I did some.
Good, you have
Very
to.
good. Yeah.
It's important. I had a caregiver a while back and said, my mom can't do anything. She just sits in a chair. I said, could your mother walk? She's like, yeah. I go, do you have a camera on your phone? Yeah. I said, so how about if you just take a walk every night and take a picture? Just take a walk every night and just take a picture of a flower, of a whatever, or whatever. She's like, I could try that. Now, every night, her and her mother take a walk, and every afternoon, her granddaughter comes over, and they take a walk. And she said, not only I feel that my mom's getting a little stronger, her attitude is better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can take pictures with my phone now. I gotta.
Is that permitted on your phone? That feature?
I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but
Okay.
I have like lenses on the outside. Everything. It's like a big girl phone. I'm so proud of me.
It's true. The first radio station we were on, the guy who owned the radio station used to call her Flip because she had a flip phone. And he just passed away, and the day he passed away was the day she changed her phone.
Oh.
I just got goosebumps.
She said that's his
I was
sad
in
thing.
love
I
with
think
him.
that's a happy thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a
He's
really
proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you did become a big girl.
I did, but don't be texting me because I'm not answering. But I know how to delete. I learned that right away.
Yeah, no, I thought you had to go back to the store to learn it. What are you talking about?
No, that was to pick it up. I couldn't answer the phone. It's different, you know. It's not just open it up and there they are. You gotta
All right.
swipe it.
All right, we need to hear from our wonderful partners, so don't go away. We'll be right back on Connecting Caregivers Radio.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Are you looking for compassionate and dependable home care for you or a loved one? Assisting Hands Home Care, serving Pinellas and Pasco counties, can help.
The day came that taking care of my mother was no longer the best thing for me or for her. Between kids and a job, I couldn't give her the attention she needed and deserved, and I was overwhelmed. So I reached out to Assisting Hands Home Care. Now I can see what an important decision that was, and I feel confident that my mother has compassionate and dependable caregivers who help her to stay happy, healthy, and home. Today, I'm able to visit with my mother and enjoy our time together, which is exactly what we both needed.
Assisting Hands Home Care. Call today for your free in-home consultation. In Pinellas, call 727-748-4211 or visit assistinghands.com. When you can't do it all, give Assisting Hands a call.
Arden Courts is not just a place to live. It's a place to call home. Residential living combined with quality caregiving. This is the philosophy behind Arden Courts. Communities created exclusively for individuals with Alzheimer's disease and related dementia who would benefit from a safe and structured environment. For additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides, call 888-478-2410 to locate a community nearest you. Inquire about our educational seminars, resource library, or support groups, or simply feel free to ask questions you may have about Alzheimer's and related dementias. At Arden Courts, we know, we understand, and we can help because memory care is all we do. Remember, call 888-478-2410 for additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides.
Sean W. Scott has been practicing elder law and qualifying clients for Medicaid for over 30 years. While his practice is in all areas of estate planning, such as durable power of attorney, healthcare surrogates, and wills, he also prides himself on having a 100% accuracy rate on getting clients approved for Medicaid. Why Medicaid, you may ask? Do you want to pay up to $16,000 a month for a nursing home should the time come? Obviously, no one wants to have to endure this cost. So even though you may have planned well for retirement, the reality is things happen. Planning ahead is never too soon. You need to make sure your income and assets are protected so that you can take care of you and your loved ones. Florida law is very specific on how and what is protected and how to protect it. Give Sean a call. He can help. 727-539-0181. That's 727-539-0181.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
And we're back. And I just wanted to mention that there is a seminar on Thursday, August 4th with Tam Cummings. Why do they do that? Managing common challenging dementia-related behaviors. I just saw Tam the week before last. She was in town speaking. She's fabulous. She always has more new things to teach us. But this is via Zoom, August 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want the link to the Zoom, just email me through the website and I'll send you that. Also, Sages Theater. You gals know Sages Theater. Did a lot of, right now, their latest show is Phony Baloney. Because we really don't want to get stuck in any scams. And there's scammers out there every single day. Did you hear the latest scam? Dig this one. So they call you up and they say, You're gonna be home. We have a package for you in an hour. You go, yeah, I'm gonna be home. And they come with a huge bouquet of flowers and a bottle of wine. And they said because they're delivering wine, they got to collect a $3.40 something fee.
Tax.
You can only take it on a credit
yeah.
card.
Oh,
that's horrible.
yeah.
Because who would think I could fall for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I would have
Look,
fallen
somebody
for.
sent me flowers and wine, $3.40.
Yeah, how could you be rude? You would be rude not to. Yeah.
Oh man. That's
Right.
awful.
So the scammers get smarter and smarter every day, but
Yeah, but
we
if
have
they
people
use-
like Sages that is helping us and get past some of these scams.
But you know, these people, if they use their brain for good, they'd be
know.
millionaires. I mean,
know.
here they're just going to go to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Or hell.
Exactly.
Or hell, one or the other. I don't know. But so Sages Theater, August 6th at Higgins Hall in Tampa, August 13th at the Murray Theater at Ruth Eckerd Hall, and August 21st at the Central Park Performing Arts Center. They're really getting big, these guys.
And is there a cost for it?
No charge.
Even at Ruth Eckerd?
Yep.
Wow.
And I said, well, they have fabulous sponsors. That's one thing I love about the professionals in the company in this Tampa Bay area, because everybody works together.
Mm.
And everybody really wants to work together and make a difference in the lives of the
amazing.
people here. It's huge. Because I travel to other states and go speak in other places. It's not the same. It's not the same. Oh, you're stepping on my toes or whatever. It's not like that here.
And then what we had to pay to go see Chelsea Handler. Whew.
Oh, I would love to see her.
Yeah, we're going to see her
she's
in
good.
November.
At the Hard Rock.
Yeah. I knew I could get her out if I said Hard Rock.
Well, actually,
we decided,
Chelsea, I love
we
Chelsea
decided
Handler.
her birthday's in June and mine's in November. So we each buy the other one the ticket for our birthday.
that's
You
cute,
know,
yeah.
kind of thing.
It's exciting. I'm
So-
excited about that, but she needs better sponsors so we don't have to pay $180.
We'll have to do a show at the Hard Rock. Next, they want me to be doing TikTok. I don't know. I'm done, enough with it.
Oh, my cousin watches Gary
Oh,
all the
day,
time.
right? So does my brother-in-law.
And he
Chip.
comes and he brings me them, and I'm crying. They're so
Yeah,
funny.
They are very funny. They are very funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have time for any more filming right now.
I think you'd be good on TikTok. Just
We'll
a
see.
snippet.
We'll see. Well, the Tuesday tips now is like 3 years. I'm getting a little tipped out. Maybe you girls will come do a guest tip one day. That I've been having people come in and do guest tips.
Okay.
And because it's like it's a you'll look on my face on my channel. It's like a 3 to 5 minute tip. Caregivers can get it.
And
they
you
have
learn
time.
about the socks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's very easy because I had to put my husband's on. It's impossible. But no, this way, my niece showed me, and then Jen showed you, and it's like anybody can put them on.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really good to be an influencer.
Oh my God! Did you get
a
a check yet?
No, but it's adding up. I checked it this morning.
What does it have to get over
think
a
I'm up-
dollar before they
No,
send it?
100. So I think I'm
Oh.
up to $32.46.
Real? Well, that's very good.
I think so. For me, just doing what I do.
Yeah.
So I tell my grandson's 18. He lives with me. So when his friends come in the house, I go, pull out your phone, subscribe to my channel, watch my bloopers, and then watch the other stuff because you're gonna be taking care of me one day.
You won't need help. You'll have $32.40. Go to hell with yourself.
Who knows? Who knows? So, ladies, what do our listeners need to hear from you today?
Well, we should talk about the areas that we cover, that we service. So
Yes.
Stacey and I started in Hillsborough and Pinellas, and we have since grown in the last 5 years to all surrounding Tampa Bay counties. So Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Polk, Manatee.
So it's not just the two of you anymore.
No, and then also Orlando.
So how many people are working with you?
We have almost 10 total.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little
we-
over.
That's exciting. How do you find these people?
So we put out feelers. The biggest thing is we hire therapists first. So either occupational or physical therapists or
Okay.
assistants. And then we have them get certified as a personal trainer. That's where the private pay aspect comes in. And we've been really lucky with, our trainers. We have some really great trainers, male and female, which is great because some people prefer one or the other and
Yeah.
some don't care. But the rapport that they build is phenomenal and pretty long term. Most of our clients have been with us from the, they don't stop. They like it. They
If it
want to keep
works,
going.
yeah.
It's good for
If
them.
it works, and you can
Yeah.
see that.
Mhm.
I remember years ago, I used to have when I lived in New York, I had a personal trainer that used to come to the house. because I was in this barter organization. I had a bunch of barter dollars, and the trainer was on barter. And it killed me, but he came in the morning and he worked me out, and it was great. I did it for a long time. It was really a good thing. It was really a little treadmill down in my basement, and he would bring all his stuff. And
yeah, it's nice when someone comes to you, then you don't. There's no excuses then.
Yeah, it's harder to say no. You know.
Yeah.
When someone's actually showing up to your door with equipment.
Yeah.
It's hard to cancel that.
Exactly. So where can our listeners find you?
Sure. So our email is info@inhomeseniorfitness.com. We are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and our phone numbers for the Pinellas area is 727-434-3085.
And Hillsborough or East Side is 813-802-8049. And then also our website is pretty easy, inhomeseniorfitness.com.
That's great. And I'll put all that information in the show. And I got to hook you up with my friends, Cindy and Christina from AE Corner, because you're going to love them. So a physical therapist and an occupational therapist that started going into people's houses and seeing that they were using equipment that not properly, or that there was things that could help them. So all these different companies send them all these different products, and they test them out. And they want to go on the road now. They're in Illinois, and I'm trying to get them to come to Florida. I would like to hook them up with Sages. Because they would just do it after the show. They would just demonstrate equipment. They don't sell it. They don't make money from it. They just want to show you what's available and how to use it. And it's fabulous because new things come out every single day that can really be such a great tool to help somebody.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. And to know, and you know, you get lost when you go on the internet. You look up, you know, I need something to help so there's something called the meal lifter. So what it is, it's like a little platform that you put your dinner dish on. So this woman would go visit her family for the holidays, and she wouldn't eat any food because she had Parkinson's, and she was going to spill it all over herself. And they would notice this after a while. So then they started putting phone books underneath it. And then her daughter invented this thing called the meal lifter. And now they can just lean their elbow on the table like this and eat like this without slopping any food on themselves.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah. And I love these inventions that come out because.
What about the cat? That's if you're an older person, a lot of people like a cat.
Yeah.
That thing your daughter got that takes the.
Oh yeah, it takes the whole litter out by itself. I don't know. That's a new thing, but
the litter robot.
Yes,
I need one of those.
Yes,
but I couldn't. That I might get a cat because of that. Because I'm not going near that. But yeah, and you just take it out later.
Well, plus like the pet dish with the handle on it.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
So many people fall down when they're bending over. You know, when they're bending over to feed their animal or something. So it has a pole on it. So you just lift it up and put it on the counter and put the food in there. It could make it so much easier. But I love how all these inventions come because my mother needed this or my husband needed this. You know, it's always, and then I see people like football walker. I love the football walker. And the football walker is now covered by insurance.
No. Wow.
So I'll show you the football walker too. It's a fabulous walker, and there's a bar on the front so I can stand on the bar so I don't get hurt while that person's trying to get up. And these people put in their life's retirement to start this company. And now they're to the point where now insurance is taking it. I mean, that's huge.
That's amazing.
That's huge. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy. And I'm just so happy when there's like a new thing. So I just called Cindy and Christina. I go, did you see this one? And they go, I don't know. Except that one I saw a couple weeks ago. I sent out this joke card. So you know what a toilet seat looks like, right?
Oh, yeah, I like this.
So a guy had the toilet seat over his head, like this, the whole part over his head. And the other part was out like this. And it says, when I had a few drinks, I get really bright ideas on how you could eat easier. Oh my gosh. I said it to them. They're like, oh my God. That's fabulous. But it is, you know, because we have to laugh too. We have to laugh. So what's the last thing you want them to hear today? What is it they need to move that, please?
Sure. Yeah. A lot of our clients wait until after an injury or after a fall to come see us. And preventative exercise is so important. You know, there's over 300 plus diseases that you can even prevent or reduce the effects of just through exercise alone. One that they've found in the past few years that I like to educate everyone on is they found that you can reduce Alzheimer's by up to 50% just through exercise if you exercise regularly throughout your life. So I think that's a startling statistic, just to really help it boost, encouragement to exercise. And so starting ahead of time is something before you, before it gets too late, before you have an injury or fall, or before you have a disease.
And I'm sure you've seen people
diagnosis.
that you've gone in and now they don't need their high blood pressure medicine anymore or whatever. Tell me some success stories.
That's something absolutely very huge. A lot of our clients have gotten off their blood pressure medications, or and then in turn that creates other medications that they're able to get off then too, and which just is able to just really help their entire life.
Too many meds is not good.
Yeah. So that's helping their the cognition as well. A lot of our clients are sedentary and staying at home, maybe becoming depressed because of isolation. So, us coming in, visiting them and getting them up and having them move, we know the statistics and the signs that exercise is able to help improve and reduce signs of depression. So that's another, huge reason to get up and move, exercise.
Yeah, it does. Help with depression.
Yeah. And think of this too, if you're a long distance caregiver, so you're listening to us not in the area and mom lives in Florida and mom's not really getting up and doing a lot. Call these gals, they can go over, they can see her and see what they're doing because you can't do it from somewhere else.
Right. I was going to mention that. Yeah. We provide a huge peace of mind to, like you said, a lot of our family members live out of state. So they love that they can text us, call us anytime.
And say, how does she look? Yeah, because you really need that. I always tell caregivers that when you go to visit mom, go talk to the neighbors. The neighbors are going to tell you everything.
Yeah. Mom and dad might not be honest with you about that, if they're having falls or if they're taking medications or if they're eating.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Everything's
I don't want to lose any independence. One woman went and talked to the neighbors and they go, oh, we were so worried 2 weeks ago when the ambulance came to take her away. Oh, she didn't tell nobody.
Oh, yeah.
No. Would you?
No.
I'd tell on you.
I'm learning every trick there is about everything.
I'll be writing you to Nicole.
Because you and I will be doing it together. So maybe we'll start.
We're going to get one of those electric cars that you don't need to drive.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to sit in the back with wine and then just go all around town.
Go, James.
Can you pick us up?
Yeah.
That's what we could do.
What?
Caregivers on the Road show we could do.
There you go.
We don't even have to drive.
No, we're not driving.
Big sponsors on the side of the car.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Who knows?
We got to make money somewhere. The 3240 is not helping yet, Linda.
All right, but caregivers, I want to talk to you about this too. You need to move too.
Oh.
Not just mom and dad. Because I'm sure that you go into someone's home sometimes and the person that's hiring you needs to move also.
Absolutely.
So maybe you can do something together. Maybe you can go for a walk together. Maybe you can just start that out by going for a walk.
Or
together.
when the girls come, you can go for a nice walk by yourself, the caregiver.
That's true too.
Yeah, take a break.
So it's kind of like a little respite in there.
Yeah,
Really
that would
good
be.
thing. That would be really good.
Yeah.
And what if somebody had like two people together, like next door neighbors? They come over and do it together with you girls?
Absolutely.
Do you ever have anything
Yes,
like that?
we offer a discount for couples or groups. And then another thing I wanted to mention, we do virtual. So anyone in the US can, if you might have to have a smartphone, sorry, but or computer or tablet. But we can do Zoom, Skype, FaceTime. And we have two sisters. One lives in New York and one lives in Michigan, and they haven't seen each other in person since before COVID. So almost 3 years ago, and they work out 3 days a week together. And it is so fun. They compete against each other, like who gets done first. And
there's been gifts of COVID. There really have been gifts of COVID. I mean, we have a family Zoom every Sunday morning. We never talk to each other every week. Everybody, and you can see what's going on. And my one sister started coming to, because she retired. I don't think she even knew what I really did, kind of thing. And then she started coming to like some of my support groups and my journaling workshop. And it was like, it's fabulous. It's really a good thing.
Yeah, because it wasn't fun. I just got back from Canada. I hadn't seen my cousins in 3 years. Yeah. And now they're coming in October too, so.
That's a good thing. Well, people are getting out.
Wonderful.
People are getting out, thank goodness.
One of our 98-year-old clients actually just was able to take a cruise. That was one of her goals that she worked up to. And then she's planning more trips.
She's got a cruise she's actually almost 99 in October, and she already has her 100th birthday cruise planned with her granddaughters. And the family is just so amazed that she's able to get up out of a chair. She can walk. She wasn't able to do those things before.
Wow.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's mother's going to be 100.
She just was.
No, August.
Oh.
August.
They had a 100th birthday party.
No, that's the beginning of, that was the tea party.
All right.
Did you see her dancing with her
all year.
Yeah, no. They're having the big one when the whole family's coming in. I think
all right.
August, I get it wrong every time. 18th or 28th. I think the 28th.
Oh, well, I sent her a
when-
birthday present, so.
Well, that's when they're just
It'll
starting.
Just be early.
They just started. It was so cute. They had a tea party and you had to see the hats on all
Well,
the
she's
ladies.
a hat lady.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I interviewed her on my podcast a while back. And at the end of the podcast, I go, is there anything else you'd like our listeners to hear? And she said, no, I have nothing else to say because I don't give a shit. I'm like, okay. Well, I hope we don't get censored. Look at his face. But it's all good. It's all good. All right, now it's time to hear from our wonderful sponsors. So don't go away. We'll be right back on Connecting Caregivers Radio.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Choosing the right chiropractor is an important choice to make. Located in Seminole, the Alexander Spine Center team is trained on the latest chiropractic treatments and technologies. At Alexander Spine Center, you'll find chiropractic and physical therapy care that is safe, effective, and a natural approach to pain and other health-related issues. Chiropractic unlocks your body's potential and natural healing process to ensure your life is a healthy life. We treat clients from the womb to the tomb. Call 727-397-3000 for a free consultation today, or visit our website at www.alexanderspinecenter.com.
They take good care of me twice a week. And did you know they got the Reader's Choice Award for 2019 for the best chiropractic in Pinellas County? So check them out.
Arden Courts is not just a place to live. It's a place to call home. Residential living combined with quality caregiving. This is the philosophy behind Arden Courts. Communities created exclusively for individuals with Alzheimer's disease and related dementia who would benefit from a safe and structured environment. For additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides, call 888-478-2410 to locate a community nearest you. Inquire about our educational seminars, resource library, or support groups, or simply feel free to ask questions you may have about Alzheimer's and related dementias. At Arden Courts, we know, we understand, and we can help because memory care is all we do. Remember, call 888-478-2410 for additional information about any of the unique services Arden Courts provides.
Guaranteed to make you laugh through your tears, Linda Burhan's book, Good Night and God Bless, is filled with humor and heartfelt inspiration to aid anyone facing the challenge of caring for a loved one at the end of life. Her story offers hope for human strength and understanding of weaknesses during a difficult time. Life doesn't normally prepare us to become a loved one's caregiver. When it happens, it's usually sudden. A diagnosis of an illness, age-related frailty, dementia, and life suddenly is anything but normal. And because we don't even know what we don't know, where do we turn to for help or guidance? In Connecting Caregivers, Answers to the Questions You Didn't Know You Needed to Ask, Linda offers information, education, and inspiration from her own experience and from experts whose advice, practical tools, and personal stories will empower and guide you. Make sure to add these inspiring books to your collection today. Available on Amazon.com.
Introducing the life-changing Foot Bar Walker.
I'm Peggy from Danville, Kentucky, and I'm 91 years old. The Foot Bar Walker revolutionized my care of George. It absolutely benefits the patient and the caregiver both, and that's the beauty of it. It's so easy to use. It folds up just like a dream. I got it in and out of the car without any effort at all. The saving that I made from having to put him in a nursing home came to about $192,000.
Does someone you love use a walker? Do they struggle to get up from a seated position? Are you a caregiver dealing with physical pain and stress as you help your patient? The Foot Bar Walker was designed to assist not only the patient, but also the caregiver. Patients have more control standing up, and no lifting from the caregiver is required. See how it works at thefootbarwalker.com. That's thefootbarwalker.com. Peggy, would you recommend the Foot Bar Walker?
Do I ever? I would not be in the health that I'm in today at this age had it not been for the Foot Bar Walker.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Yes, I love the football walker. And as I said, they've just been approved. Now it's covered by insurance. So that is a really big thing. So there's no excuse not to go out there and get that equipment that can help you. And this just doesn't help your loved one. It helps you. It helps the caregiver from getting hurt. Because I can't tell you, and it happened to me with my brother the other day, that my brother fell down and I almost went down with him. And what would we do then? Oh, my poor brother, he fell down and then he said to me, did I hurt myself?
Oh.
And he said, does anything hurt? He said, no. I said, okay, good. But the doorman actually had to come down.
I was going to say, because when Jack, my husband, used to fall, he wouldn't let me help him up. I just sat on the floor till he calmed down, and he would eventually drag himself
Well, my
up.
sisters were at church, and I was just there with my stepmother, and he was on the floor.
You were being punished. You didn't go to church.
No, she asked me not to because she was afraid to be with him by herself. So it was okay. But thank God. Because me, I keep complaining to everyone about it. I'm really concerned about my brother. And I'm afraid that he's going to fall. He's going to break something. They're going to put him in the hospital. They're going to put him in a rehab. And they're going to put him into a nursing home without any choice of his own.
And then he fell.
And I'm thinking,
oh, my God.
If he ever broke something with me there. Because I'm the one that's been like yelling at everybody about it. I was like, oh, my goodness. Yeah. But thank God. It was like a slide fall, you know that. But that can still.
But he couldn't get himself up.
No way. We tried for a little while, and then finally we called the doorman. Between the doorman and I, we could get him up. So, yeah. So please, caregivers, think about exercising for yourself too, because you need to be a really strong person to take care of somebody. You need to be able to take care of yourself. You need to be able to get up and down. And if I can't, I'm not helping the person I love. And if I don't take care of myself, I'm doing an injustice to my loved one. So as much as I think I'm the greatest caregiver, if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm doing an injustice to my loved one. So think about that. I know it's a little harsh. I know you don't like to hear about it that way, but it's true, right?
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen caregivers go down with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes the worst scenario comes true. Because if something happens to the caregiver, and now the caregiver has to go into the hospital, who's going to take care of your loved one? And that's something, too. We need to have those conversations, which I've had a couple of things come up this week with people that did not have those conversations, and something happened and there was no preparation. So think about Maureen Rulison's 2-2 rule. What if I'm gone for 2 hours? What if I'm gone for 2 days? What if I'm gone for 2 weeks? And I need to make a preparation for all those plans if something happens. If I have to go out for 2 hours, if I have to go for 2 days, or if I have to go for 2 weeks, I need to make that plan. And the plan that many people think is, oh, my daughter will come over, or this one or that one. And then something happens and they can't. They may have other stuff that go on. Not that they don't want to, not that they don't care, not that they don't love you. They're just not able to do that. So sometimes you have to find that outside sources and pull in your team. And that's what my friend Maureen Rulison and Brian LeBlanc. Brian has Alzheimer's. And he talks about it a lot. And she's starting to pull in team because we're not getting better. And she works and she needs time. So different people are going and just spending some time with him. So I have to tell you a funny story, though. So we went. Did I tell you we went to the movies together?
Yes.
So we went to see the Elvis movie because we both love Elvis and Maureen doesn't like Elvis.
I don't either.
And we get there. And we get there and we get into the theater and then they're playing the previews and everything. And he said he had to go to the bathroom. Am I supposed to take him? I never asked about that. When I've been with him before, I never paid any attention to that. Mm-hmm. And he's a grown man. So I said, Brian, are you all right to go by yourself? And he said, yeah, I'm okay to go. I saw the entrance. It's right outside like the theater that we were at. I'm like, okay, cool. So he leaves. So I watch my watch right away. And I'm thinking, if he doesn't come back in 5 minutes, then I'm going to go look for him. And there's only one way in and one way out, thank goodness. Mm-hmm. And he came back in a good time. It was fine. Well, 2 more times during the movie, he had to go to the bathroom. So I told him when the movie is over, no more big gulps for you. Yeah. Because I can only do 1 pee per movie. I get too nervous.
I think I would have followed him. I would have been nervous.
Well, so now the best thing is, I've never been to this theater. It's the Countryside Mall or something.
Right.
And we get out of the theater and I don't know where we are. Or anything. Or how to get to the parking lot. I just followed those people when we got out of the car. So it's me and him. Great. I go over and I find a security guard guy and he goes, where were you parked? I don't know. I saw it said a sign for the theater, and I got out, and people were going, and we followed them. Well, he says, okay, I got to go over there, and I got to take the escalator down. I know we took an escalator and everything, but we take the escalator down, and as we're going out of the mall to my car, I see this bacon place. And I said to him when we came into the mall, look at the bacon place. If we don't know where we are later, we know we're by the bacon place. I had no idea.
Lenny, I'm getting scared. Very scared here.
So now if I go to that theater again, I know where I'm going, and thank God.
Well, just tie a little string around the car handle in your finger.
Oh my God. And then last week, Brian and I were supposed to go to, there's a Beatles museum in Dunedin.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Penny Lane.
Huh.
So we were supposed to go out to lunch, but Maureen sent me a text that morning, and she said he's in a brain fog. He can't go. So we have to go when we can go. One of the things Brian says to me all the time, and this is someone who's speaking from Alzheimer's, is, Linda, I'm afraid of the day when I go in the fog and don't come back out. So we need to spend time with our loved ones. We need to spend time with our friends that maybe have Alzheimer's and dementia. I don't care how damn uncomfortable it is. You need to do that, because hopefully if the situation was in reverse, they would do that for you. And it's just a different dance. It's just a different way. You know, my friends in Olympia, Washington, my caregiver friends, Natalie and Chuck, that I went to visit, she said nobody was doing anything with us anymore because he gets a little off the charts now, saying different stuff. And I said, you need to talk to them. You need to talk to your friends and tell them what you're going through. And the other day, one of his friends came and took him golfing. And he hadn't been out with a friend in a long time. And who cares what you do in golfing? You know, you hit the ball, you don't hit the ball. Maybe you just ride around in the cart and have some lunch.
And he won't remember anyway. He had a good time. That's all he'll remember.
And she had 2 hours to herself, a couple hours to herself.
That's huge.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. No, I had that problem with Jack. Nobody wanted to visit.
No, because people don't get it. People don't care to get it because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, it was fabulous having you girls on the show today. And I'm so excited about your new baby coming, and I'm so excited that you don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Me too.
So we'll have to be the first to know. But that's really so exciting. And then you're going to go back to work right after? Or you're going to take some time off?
We'll see. I'm going to meet this baby first and see how I feel.
Whether I like her or
Might not like it, you know?
I was very grateful when my daughter was born. I made a deal with my boss. Well, first of all, I was a bookkeeper. So I took the books home. We needed more help in the office at the time. And I can remember breastfeeding her and doing the books at home. But I made a deal with him. When she was 1, I would come in the office 1 day a week. When she was 2, I would come in 2 days a week. And when she was 5, went to school full time, I would come back full time.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked out really well because I had all that time with her when she was little. So that doesn't happen too often. I was lucky. So thanks all of you for being here this week. I know you don't always have time just to sit down to listen to me yak. But you know, you can listen to it any other time. The next conference is coming up November 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's going to be packed full with fabulous speakers. I'm so excited that Voices of Aphasia is going to be part this year. And we're going to be doing something on LGBTQ and some new things. All sorts of new things. All right, we'll see you again next week. Lynn and I will be here next week before we leave for Michigan.
Yes.
We don't leave until nighttime. Remember, God loves you all the time, and have a delicious day.
And soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night.